What's going on, everybody? No Face back, making a quick video, and just woke up. I'm about to do my yoga and breath work. I'm going to be making videos talking about yoga and breath work because I just started this practice, and all that shit about me talking about going to the chiropractor, I take that back. I was wrong. You could still go to the chiropractor, get your spine into alignment to activate your energy so you can be a more heightened being and be able to manifest, attract, and become enlightened faster. You can go to the chiropractor for that, but that's the longer and expensive way. The best way to get into alignment is to do yoga, kundalini yoga, or pretty much any type of yoga that gets rid of tension in the body. Kundalini yoga, I said that because back in 2012, I actually activated my Kundalini yoga, and I went through a lot of hell and pain and mental illness, which I went to the doctor for and shit, which is a long story. I'm gonna tell you guys. I went to the doctor for, but I really had Kundalini syndrome, but I didn't know. So like, I started going to the chiropractor, and once I started aligning my energy up, which is the same thing as yoga, I started like being. I was more of a heightened sensory being than before I even had the depression and the Kundalini syndrome, because the energy in my body was to make me a stronger being and to make me more heightened have heightened senses, to connect to source more and to just have more energy. And when the body if the body's voltage watt level doesn't match that of the energy, then it's like a surge, a blow up of the surge plug, or the generator is blowing up because it's too much electricity. So that's what my mental illness was. And that's what it was. And then as I released the blockages from my spine, the crazy thing happened is, like, I started feeling bliss. And like, imagine if somebody kept like a brick on your hand all day, or you had a cast on your hand for like 2 months, and then you took it off and you felt all that bliss and it felt good. You felt the air because you haven't felt that sensation, and you scratched it and it felt good. That's how I felt once I got into alignment. I felt like a release of like pressure. Like, literally, I'm not even kidding you. It was an internal spiritual mental orgasm. Like, you have an orgasm physically with your dick. It was the same thing, but it was with my mind. You can actually have an orgasm with your mind when you become enlightened and you tap into that God consciousness, or you get that Kundalini energy flowing, and it finally opens up. It's like a burst of like orgasm, but it's mental, and it feels fucking good as fuck. It's like the dick orgasm, but it's mental. You have to feel it to experience. It's like I was like, you know how you guys have orgasm and you guys go like in a trance and shit? I was like in a trance like the orgasm, but it was a mental trance. Like, it felt so good, blissfully in my mind and my spiritual, but I can't even fucking explain it. But yeah, that's what I'm fucking with now. And I've been doing it 2 days straight, and I feel a lot, like, I feel hella clean. That's why I'm able to speak clearer and have a little bit more energy. But it's only my second day, nigga. I'm gonna be doing this shit for a long time. But what this video is really about is I'm like 3 minutes in the video, is what is love. And a lot of you guys have a misconception of what the fuck love is. You niggas don't know what love is, so you guys are out there seeking love, and then when you don't find it or it doesn't come to you, it's like you feel like you did something wrong. When in reality, most of the time when you're seeking love and love doesn't come back to you, it's because you don't love your fucking self. Because if you don't love yourself, you're gonna attract people who do not love you. You need to understand that. So a lot of these niggas out here, I don't really want to go into that because I don't want to sidetrack too much in this video. That's gonna be another video. But what I want to talk about is love, because the energy and frequency of love spiritually at its root core is following your truth, following your path to enlightenment. That's the simplest of what love is. If you're not in line to enlightenment, you have no love. You're full of hate for yourself. You don't have love for self because you're not taking care of self. You're sending self toward a path of disaster and reincarnation. So you don't love self. You hate self. I don't care if you're feeding the homeless, because feeding the homeless, hate to break it to you niggas, but feeding the homeless, helping old ladies cross the street, and fucking opening up a humanitarian business or organization to help some fake ass global warming and think that the planet needs your help, all that shit's not gonna get you enlightened. That's just gonna waste your fucking time, and best case scenario will get you reincarnated here maybe in a fucking as a son of a celebrity or as a son of somebody who has millions or billions of dollars. Which at the end of the day, fuck that shit. Get me the fuck up out of here. I don't want to be in that fucking reality to have the potential to come back here. And second, life ain't all that. After you fuck a lot of bitches, after you spend a lot of money, you drive a lot of cars, you do a lot of drugs, get high, shit gets boring. That's just why they have to restrict society and make you have to work for everything. Because everything was free. Drugs were free, food was free, cars was free, housing was free. The same way you look at a blade of grass, the same way you look at a EBT card, the same way you look at a piece of shit car is the same way you're gonna look at a Lamborghini or a mansion or any of this other shit, because you're programmed with how easy it was to get. And when something's easy to get, the human mind's weird. When something's easy to get, you don't value, you don't appreciate it as much as when something's harder to get. That's why things are hard in this realm, because our mind's so fucked up. But yet again, that's just this realm. That's just this realm. That's not all realms. But love has different frequencies. You may have a child and the child gets out of line. You may whoop the fuck out of that nigga, but you know you're doing it for love. You're doing it for love. So, like I said, they got you programmed with fake love. Romeo and Juliet, that program is a fake love program. Prince Charming, that's a fake love program. There is no Romeo and Juliet. There is no Prince Charming. The closest you will get to Romeo and Juliet is if you niggas are in alignment, doing what you got to do. Even if you guys are soulmates, you still got to have your arguments, because that's just the nature of this fucking hellish realm we live in. But the goal is to get in tune to higher self. That's the goal. You want to get in tune to higher self, because if you don't get in tune to higher self, what the fuck are you here for? You just kill yourself, dude. Just kill yourself, because there's no point of being here. Love is a negative. Love is not a positive frequency or negative frequency. Hate is not a positive or negative. They're both the same thing. They're tools in this. They're creations that were placed in this matrix for the experience of experiencing them. If you look at your life and where you got up to it now, you were happy, you were sad. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry. That song, like I said, all of it is part of it. So you gotta realize, like, it's all the same shit. Fear is not the opposite of love. They tell you fear is the opposite of love. No, there is no opposite of love. You can't even say hate's the opposite of love, because you could love somebody so much, because everything is like polarity. This is why they say love kills. Somebody loves somebody so much, and then they betray them, and then they kill them. When they killed them, it's not that they didn't love them, because if that person they were going to kill was like, I love you, I forgive you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, come back with me, that person's not going to kill them. That psychopath partner's not going to kill them. That psychopath partner's going to be like, thank you, you're with me. But once that nigga's like, I'm leaving you, she's going to be crazy and want to kill. Like they say, love kills. So love, all that shit is a program. The only love is following your true higher self enlightenment. Your higher self, that voice in your head, follow that, listen to that. That's the only love that's the only time you're in love, is when you're following your path. Everything else is just fucking programs that you dive in to have certain experiences and to manifest certain things. You can't even really say you love your love. Like, let's just say you have kids. You can't even really say you love your kids if you pretty much aren't even treating yourself right. Because if you're not treating yourself right, getting to that state of being where you're your highest version of self, your kids won't be able to reach that benefit, and they won't have the best life that they can have when you're in that state. So that's just some shit I want to throw for you guys. I'm about to do my vinyasa, or my whatever the fuck they call it. I just say vinyasa because that's one of the poses there, and I just like to fucking say it, so I'll just say it. But that's not, I'm doing everything. I'm doing a lot of other shit. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good, man. It's gonna be a bumpy ass year coming up. This summer is gonna be crazy, especially once they release these things. These you guys know what I'm talking about. So I don't want to really get too negative into that shit. I want to just put that shit behind, because yeah. But Anyways, guys, I'm gonna try to be making more videos a lot more often to connect with you guys, and leave your comments below. And all you niggas telling me to stop vaping and shit, like, first of all, you need to understand, like, none of that shit really has anything to do with, let's say, oh, don't vape because you're gonna get into the matrix. And no, that's not it. You're getting into the matrix. When you tell me don't vape, you're getting into the matrix, because when I'm vaping, you're looking at me and you're seeing me vape. And then when you see me vape, you get a bunch of thoughts and ideas in your head. Those thoughts and ideas came from the program, this new age, the system. Like I said, do you think the government is just on CNN, BET, MTV pushing mind control? No, they're not. The elite aren't fucking stupid. Like, they are stupid, but compared to 99% of the population, they aren't stupid. Like, so they're gonna go into the new age community and put fake shit. This is why you have this Galactic Federation shit. This is why you have some of these dumbass bitch. I had a dumbass bitch on here. I'm not gonna use her name, but I'm sure you guys know who she is. I don't even want to get that bitch any clout. This bitch literally fucking said that Donald Trump is the savior, and that she's gonna take the vaccine because she says when she takes the vaccine, everything's gonna work out fine, and Source is just gonna remove it from her body. Like, her mentality, this bitch's mentality is just live your life and everything's gonna work out good. And she said Trump is a light worker. This bitch is fucking, that's the agent right there. You see how they're trying to say Trump is a light worker? And then on top of that, she'll be talking some spiritual shit that, like, she'll put truths in, and then she'll say some dumb shit like that. And this bitch was at like 50,000 subscribers the middle of 2020. Now she's upwards of 150,000. Agent. That's a fucking agent. And even when I see this bitch, when she's having interviews with other people, I can see the hatred in this bitch's heart. And you know, when you're looking at somebody, like, they don't think you know that they're a fucked up individual, but you have empathic abilities and you know they're a fucked up individual. I could look at this bitch, I could just tell she has a lot of hatred and anger, and she has so much hatred and anger that she's trying to bottle it in to hide it so people don't lift the mask on what she's really doing. But she can't control it because she has so much hatred. So it's to the point where I can see it bubbling up out of her. Like, it's like the anger has a cap on it, and like it's sizzling and it's like leaking, and I can see that. But she's trying to hold it in so she can keep up this illusion. But she's so angry and has so much hatred for herself and people, so you can see it in her. So she's not really that good, like, at hiding it, because she's got too much of it. So it's fucking hilarious, dude. I'm about to be out of here. I've been on here too long, and I'm about to be out. Peace.